Jerry Seinfeld.
You want to warm up?
Warm up for the interview?
You might want to warm up.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Jerry Seinfeld.
How's it going?
Hey, so anything you'd like to say to our viewers at home?
This is my first time on your show. I thought this was kind of a big moment.
You're right. This is a very big moment for me, so I really wanted to thank you.
This is the greatest thing you have ever accomplished in your life.
Thank you? Are you excited to be here at all?
No, but I'm going to do it anyway.
All right. Have you seen the most recent Michael Jordan documentary that came out?
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard about this part. But I don't know what it is.
Oh, great. Let's put it up now.
Okay.
How you doing? Good to see you.
You since the photo. I'm saying sooner or later you gotta get tired of Seinfeld.
This is not going to work, by the way. I would get that out of there.
Now, Michael Jordan is a huge idol of mine, as I'm sure he is a huge idol of many of my viewers. Is there anything that you remember about meeting Michael Jordan in particular?
But I think I had another conversation with him because that was his last season, and I was in the middle of my last season, and I remember teasing him about who do you think is going to end bigger, him or me?
You are six-time championship ring winner Michael Jordan. Are you guys still close? Do you like him at all?
No, he's just too tall.
Okay. And you added a clause in your contract that in order for you to be on this show, we had to add these two clips in order that you could solve a dispute with
Justin Verlander and his wife Kate Upton.
And this dispute has to do with who threw the best opening baseball pitch of all time.
Right, yeah. Now this is George W., which is considered one of the greatest opening pitches, and I think he's a little high. I think he's just a bit high there.
Well, I think George W. Bush is always a little bit high. And we're going to show your pitch right now. Was it stressful at all?
I really wasn't thinking that much about it. And then I just threw this absolute beauty, which I think is maybe the greatest. I mean, that is a dead perfect strike.
Well, of course, you'd think you're the best of all time. And recently you got into some backlash because you also stated that you were the greatest comedian ever to live. Every other comedian should respect this.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like the world stopped turning. It's a Superman episode.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe if you minded elaborating on what you meant by that.
So I just says, hey, by the way, you're nothing compared to me.
And what makes you different than all other comedians?
I am a real professional comedian.
I can do it. I can do comedy.
Yeah, but you can.
He can't.
As opposed to...
Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks there.
Oh,
Lenny
wow.
Bruce, Robert Klein, George Carlin on the bottom. I set that up just for this.
Oh, so you set that up before the interview to show that even against such grandiose comedians, you still reign supreme.
Yes.
Would you be willing to argue anybody that disputes that fact?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then how are you and your wife?
Yeah, I think the marriage is a game of chess, except the board is water and the pieces are smoke. Yeah. So no matter what move you make, it will not affect the outcome of the game.
But you would agree that a happy wife is a happy life?
Well, you know how I feel about it because I told you.
No, of course. But for those at home that...
I'm the last person to log on to that.
Because you mentioned you're a polygamist now.
You and I discussed this.
No, yeah, I know. But these are the questions that you said we had to include in order to have you on our show.
I am more proud of that than anything I've ever done.
To convince your wife to let you have multiple suitors?
Right.
Okay, and is everybody getting along well?
Better. I think everyone is getting along better.
That's great. And what would you have to say to those who are against polygamy?
I respect that.
At least that. Lastly, I submitted an acting reel to Larry David to see if I could get a spot on Curb Your Enthusiasm's newest season. Would you mind putting in a good word for me?
I don't think you're going to get a call on that.
Well, I do still really appreciate your time.
Buddy.
Thanks, Jared.
Right.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.